Hello friends, and welcome to the next episode of podcast commentary on the Master of Orion 2 game between two great players, IR and Cabman. We are continued to watch from the IR's perspective, and for now he is being pressed by a relentless aggression from Cabman's attack. And as you can see, there is another prime example of this aggression. We have another opportunity for Cabman to attack. The most concentration of military actions were at the Calf Prime, and we see additional attack. No, it's not an attack on the Calf Prime, it's an ASEC 1 planet which is under attack right now. And we see quite literally the relentless fleet or ship design from a Cabman. We see a bunch of mass drivers, bombs, point defense mass drivers, and tractor beams. Couple supplementary ships. This is a cruiser with warp dissipator, something like IR has in his arsenal, and couple of frigates, small frigates with antimatter bombs, just to get as quickly as possible to the planet and overwhelm those defenses, planetary defenses, with the bombs. And you can see quite an adaptation from a Cabman. Last time IR won just by stalling the combat enough to make it no contest and forcing the attacking Cabman fleet to retreat. Now Cabman chooses not to research the shielding, shield capacitors, and choosing tractor beams, because they both reside in the same technological field, so you need to choose one. Tractor beams reduces mobility, and if you apply enough of those to certain ship hulls, those ships would lose all of their mobility, making them easy target for beam attacks and for boarding. So to prohibit the IR's fleet running away and stalling the combat, Cabman adapts with inclusion of tractor beams in his ship designs. But let's see if those tractor beams would be enough, because it's only 4 of those. And 4 tractor beams is not enough to completely stop battleship from moving. Even in the original it won't be enough. It will halve its movement points and it will decrease the beam defense, and it may be enough. Let's see. ASEC Prime has interceptor garrison, as a main planetary defense, and of course the defensive fleet of IRs, with again based on interceptors this time. IR continues to check their designs of opposition, and you can, I'm pretty certain you have noticed that the ships of a Cabman are shimmering. The shimmering effect is from cloaking field. In the original, it's only hides the fleet from the galaxy map. In the IR modification, it gives additional beam and missile defense till that ship does any aggressive actions, attacking, deploying interceptors, deploying bombs, etc. So the bonus will be lost, but only from the next round. Well, pretty much in this round of combat, no matter what Cabman does, those ships under the effect of cloak and field would retain bomb bonus of beam and missile defense till the start of the next round of this combat. Cabman goes forward, he is forced to do so, because interceptors, when they are launched, will tear him apart if he won't do something with those as fast as possible. However, still, I think he won't be able to destroy the planetary defense in one go, so interceptors will be launched. And then it doesn't matter if planetary defense building lives or not. The same with the ship carrier. Of course, you want to keep your fighter's garrison alive as long as possible, because contrary to the ships or carriers, ship carriers, interceptors at the planetary defense building are restocked after a couple of turns. Air continues to run with the frigates where leaders resides. He doesn't want to set those up for volleys of beam fire from Cabman's fleets, Cabman's ships. Cabman starts to bombard the planet. However, he already ate the full volley of the interceptors, and it does nothing to him. He's fully functional. Yep, now here gets quite a bit of damage, but he's cybernetic. Ships will restore its HP, and the shield will restore itself as well. Quite a predicament, I would say. And now, as you can see, how mobility is diminished after applying the tractor beam to a carrier ship of fire. As you can see, the Titan is not close enough to get those interceptors doing any damage in the same turn they got launched. Cabman calculated that enough. As we can see, shield is already almost fully restored. However, we should remember that now Cabman fleet doesn't have that bonus from cloak and field. So maybe interceptors would be more effective against Cabman's fleet. Still, it would be great to remove those bombing frigates and save their building. Getting a damage report. Now it's a turn 4 of the combat. Still getting bombarded relentlessly, and it seems I will use this word a little bit more for this cast. Destroying interceptors with a point defense. Quite funny enough, IR didn't launch every interceptor. Only now he launched those which from point blank, allowing him to get immediate hits. Maybe it's the combat, their cybernetic abilities to restore ships' HP each turn, each round of the combat. to get as much concentrated damage in one turn as possible. Battle Scanner is already lost because of the structural damage. Relentless Titan got previously. Quite a heavy attacks going to the Relentless, allowing almost destroying it. And I feel like cybernetic repair possibilities cannot fully mitigate the damage. So it seems the IR should take this one. The question is, can he save his planetary building? Because even if this combat is would be lost by Cabman, he still may destroy the planetary defenses, which may open up the way for additional attack. Okay, raiding the ship allows to destroy the ship's engine, which causes those huge explosions. I'm not exactly sure if it was a right call, again, because that explosion destroyed quite a hefty amount of interceptors. Maybe there is a way to navigate around interceptors, which I don't know about, so to not allow doing this, IR decides to raid the ship and destroy it like this. Of course, by the cost of losing a bunch of interceptors. However, interceptors has a percentile amount of a chance those radio explosions or any radio weapons would miss. I think it's 50%. Okay, clearly IR winning this one. However, he wasn't able to finish those ships, so another round of bombing are going to happen, and this will surely remove this or destroy this planetary defense building, unfortunately. Of course, it can be rebuilt, it can be bought. It's not that critical. Still, it could be much better. Another question which I'm really interested in, that how did IR know? And we have a plasma rifle, by the way. The best ground combat rifle you can get in this game. Okay, getting fighter garrison, which was lost. So how did IR knew? I'm sorry, I can talk. How did IR knew that this fleet is going to an NSX system, not a CAF system, because it was hidden under the cloaking field. You can't really see it, no matter what sensors you have. So all I can say that it's just a great skills of prediction from IR spot that it can happen. Okay, still we are not out of the woods, because any like sneaky attack like this from a Cabman can end with undefended system, and the system would immediately go to a Cabman Empire because of telepathic racial trait which Cabman has right now. Ayar continues to enhance his fleet with battleships and potentially Titans, and I would really like to see those torpedoes, Titans in action. Great design, quite powerful, and should be quite a match against Cabman fleets. We saw that fighter garrison was rebuilt or was added to queue, building queue in some system, but I didn't catch it if it was in SX system. Will we get a fighter garrison at SX system rebuilt in one turn? Just in case. However, of course, we got a victory. We destroyed a couple of precious ships from a Cabman fleet, And it's maybe this like turning point. Maybe Ayar would be able to mount the counterattack right now. Still, the fleet disparity was quite big. And now that we know that ships of a Cabman has stealth field or cloak field, it's quite hard to move freely, not knowing where a Cabman fleet may appear in attack. I think this is quite overpowered technology in my humble opinion. As you can see, we don't see any fleets right now, but they are there. We know for sure. Okay, we still a Titan at a Madura system. However, it cannot go anywhere without additional outpost ships because of the fuel cells technology which we are lacking, or should I say advanced fuel cells technologies which we are lacking, unfortunately. So we need to attack, we need to get either at Saho system or to get at posted Corina system to be able to reach further with our fleets. Deep core mines continue due to being built. Greatest production structure to have at any system. Bear the cost. Of course, you need to build it first to get the benefits of it. The SAC building fighter garrison, yeah, it will be up in one turn, which is great. Anyways, so let's see how everything unfolds. Everything unfolds because this is quite a turn. Invisible ships of a Cabman, high-tech fleets of Ayar, and how Ayar will go and circumvent this newly acquired information about Cloakenfield. What will he do to defend himself from this invisible invisible minis. And please remember, at least one Doomstar is sitting somewhere at the territory of Cabman. And even interdictors now is not so powerful, because yeah, those Cabman fleets cannot reach you in one go. However, they don't need to, because you don't see them. So right now, there may be a couple fleets calling for IR systems, which we don't see. Quite a frightening situation to be in. Okay, moving fleets to the frontal systems. Strengthening those by obvious reasons, expecting some invisible attacks. Or not moving the fleets, because I thought about moving his battleships and couple of frigates from OVA system to an ESEC, but stopped himself. Still we have Titan going from Madeira to CAV system, a small fleet at NESEC system. Still battleship is nothing to scoff of, especially considering that we have a phaser as an interceptor's weapon right now. One of the strongest beams available. Only a plasma cannon stronger. If you talk about beams only, not counting mass drivers, stellar converters, etc. And of course, entrance stack, which you can research in this modification. You don't need to catch entrance to get entrance stack. However, it's quite a late game technologies. However, if players are evenly matched and nothing extraordinary happens, we can see a late game. Additional design of a destroyer. A proton torpedo destroyer, it seems, with all the defensive capabilities there are. All defensive modules goes in, multi-wave ECM jammers, inertia stabilizers, shield capacitors, great shields, and torpedoes. Fast and nimble Bola design of destroyer. In this modification, destroyer is the better, not only this modification, like in almost any, I think, Master of Orion patch or modification you can play, destroyers is the bestest ship hull. If you consider the speed, the beam defense, and the initiative, the space available, and their HP. At least if you compare to the five available designs from the get-go, so till the battleship, cruiser, destroyer, it's four designs, cruiser and frigate. The destroyer takes the cake here. I didn't really compare it to Titans or Doomstar because of their advanced requirements, technology to get those. So destroyers are great. You can build those quickly. They are quick themselves. They can do any role almost on the battlefield. They can outrun missiles, by the way, with the right technology. Or at least outrun them long enough to destroy them or to destroy ships which fires those. Quite a great hull design you can have in this game. Okay. Additional attack at Nesek. Those in invisible fleet, and now it's much bigger fleet, like twice size, maybe half, 1 and 1.5 of the size of previous fleet. Okay, neutronium armor, tractor beams, battleship, mass drivers, 2 tractor beams, destroyer, again with a crap ton of mass drivers, leader with again tractor beams and mass drivers and bombs. The same ship design but with a different leader, and it seems it's the main forces of a Cabman collapsing to a much smaller ship's fleet of IR at Nesek. I'm pretty certain Nesek should have gotten the fighter garrison as a defensive building. However, it is not defended by a flak shield. It certainly, you can't get a 2 building in one turn, on one system, on one planet, I'm sorry. So it was only fighter garrison, and it may not even be able to launch even one volley of interceptors. Let's see. Because it's not defended by a shield. Let's see how it goes. The bombing ships of Cabman can go close enough to get to a planet to bomb it. You can see fast moving destroyers trying to apply tractor beams to a battleship of IR to remove its mobility, to diminish its mobility, or even to completely stop it, to again prohibit the same result as the first combat, to not allow it to stall for needed amount of turns till it no contests, so the attacker retreats automatically. To not allow it again, great adaptation from a Cabman side. Anyways, let's see how IR would handle the situation, because now it's a bit dire. He divides his interceptors into groups to destroy those leaderships, while escaping with his leaders sitting in those small frigates. However, they are nimble and quite hard to get. Destroying those opposing leaders, not only with diminished initiative and combat abilities, combat stats of whole fleet of enemy, additionally, again, will allow leaders of IR to not be tractored like this and destroyed. Situation look grim. I don't see there, for some reason, I don't see the fighter garrison on the planet doing anything. Like it's not even there. It seems I don't know something about certain mechanics. It should be inbuilt. already. I'm certain I saw one turn. And unfortunately, the Knight 2, the IR carrier, are immobilized. Interceptors are still going strong. However, it seems IR holds option system to self-destruct, to do as much damage as possible. Because fighters would continue to fight even without the carrier. And he's retreating with his leaders, or thinking about retreating. I didn't see any warp interdictors in the Cabman's fleet, so it should be possible to retreat. However, it has to be seen. Maybe those interceptors can at least do something. No, retreating. Yeah, leaving only one ship to see if to allow these interceptors a couple additional turns to do their work. Unfortunately, I don't see the interceptors being able to destroy anything. Too much point defense, too big of HP and shielding. Additionally, with the ability to repair itself each turn, it seems won't get anything. Won't allow interceptors to destroy anything. Unfortunately for IR. Yep. And another unfortunate thing that this fleet has battleship in it. And telepathic fleets with a battleship winning any combat on any planet would capture this planet immediately, making it a foothold for further advancement of position of armies. Colony seized by mind control, as you can see. And they have quite a great fleet at the CAF system, which will destroy this meager antimatter bomb frigate of a Cabman. Maybe. If it won't escape, of course. Yep. Bye-bye frigate. However, the damage is done. The first blood was done. Was spilled. And it was IR's man. Let's see how IR would handle the situation. I'm certain he was in the situations like this. And this will be the end of this episode, guys. If you like what you see, please tune in to the next episode. All the links in the description. And as always, have a great day and bye-bye.